Hey, good evening. It's Saturday, November 30th. It's the last day of November, and we're about to just rush headlong into the whole Advent season. And I mentioned to you that I would be talking this year about the light of the Advent. But I also want us to grasp Jesus coming to the earth is a huge issue for creation. God fashioned the creation that we value, that we see, that we're in awe of. He fashioned that. And these are not inanimate objects. Listen to what Psalm 96 says. You know, there's things that we think about Christmas time and we relegate it to certain hymns and songs and times of the year and music and activities. When in reality, it's meant for all of the year to encourage us. Psalm 98, which is the basis of Isaac Watts' song, Joy to the World, is a perfect example of that. But in Psalm 96, we see language very similar to Psalm 98, anticipating the coming of Christ. Listen to what the end of Psalm 96 says. I'm going to read Psalm 96, verses 10 through 13. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established. It cannot be moved. He will judge the peoples with equity. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound, and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant, and everything in them. Then all the trees of the forest will sing for joy. They will sing before the Lord, for he comes. He comes to judge the earth. He will judge the world in righteousness, and the peoples in his truth. The creation itself is looking forward to Jesus reigning and defeating sin and freeing it from the bounds and the shackles of sin. Romans tells us that it groans in expectation of the power and redemption and freedom of Christ. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound, and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant, and everything in them. Then all the trees of the forest will sing for joy. They will sing before the Lord, for he comes. He comes to judge the earth. I'm not quite prepared to go as far as Lord of the Rings and Treebeard and the inanimate objects actually having souls. But there's something here that is telling us that the creation is longing for the redemption that comes in Jesus Christ, to be freed from the ugliness of sin. And this is something we have to hang on to. Sin is not a church thing. Sin pollutes the entire planet. And part of what it means to know God is to be a Christian, to be faithful in walking after Christ, is to break the curse of sin upon the creation itself. So this Christmas, this Advent season, when you think about the joys and the wonder, don't exclude the creation. Remember what the psalmist is saying here. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound and all that is in it. Imagine. We know little about the sea. We know less about the sea than we do about Mars or Moon. That's true. We know almost nothing about it. And yet here, the psalmist is saying, let the sea resound and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant, and everything in them. Then all the trees of the forest will sing for joy. They will sing before the Lord, for he comes. He comes to judge the earth. Add this perspective to this Advent season, to this Christmas season. It is so rich, and the salvation of God is so thorough and pure. This is a joyous time, because it's a time that reminds us that the Lord comes to make things right, to make things new, and to give us hope. And that's my thought for this night. I pray you have a good Lord's Day tomorrow, the first Sunday of Advent. Thank you for being here, and the privilege it is to be with you each day. And Lord willing, we'll see you on Monday. You have a great night.